Good morning, Muncie. Dan Ridenour here, your mayor. Today is Wednesday. It is August 3rd. Schools are starting up. Many start up next week, but summer is beginning to wind down. However, work continues. So let me start with some streets that have been patched or are in the process of being patched. We've got two different crews out. The south crew is working between 29th and Memorial, around Memorial, near the bypass. They're kind of focusing in that area. So I'm not sure if that's 100% finished yet, but they're working on that crew down in that way. The north crew is working at Centennial and also working on Riggin and some of the areas on MLK. So we've got a couple crews out. Weather's good today. I think tomorrow will be more challenging for some of that, and the weather was good yesterday for most of the day as well. So they're out doing that. The street department is still working with Chewy. For those of you who came out to touch a truck, you got a chance to see Chewy, which is our new milling machine. We're going to be doing some of the smaller streets on our own. That way we don't have to depend on contractors' schedules. We also got in actually last Friday, and we got it in right before the event, our paving machine. So we now have a paver. There's some training processes we'll go through this year. You'll see that hot and heavy next year. And we'll be doing some of the local streets on our own and leaving the larger streets for the contractors. We're just finding that it's a tough for that. We have city employees, and it's difficult for, we're trying to change it up, so we have found that it's difficult for the contractors to find the staffing they need, and we want the pavings. So we've got the money put back. We've worked hard budget-wise to make that work. And so to help solve that this year and going forward, we've bought some new equipment so that we can make some of those things happen. I do know the first street that they're going to work on milling and trying to work with the paver will be on 6th Street, so be looking for that. We'll update you as it comes forward. Also this morning, we had a table at Muncie on the Move. The city of Muncie did. What we brought in were some of the remote workers that have moved to town. We have a number, I think we're well over 15 now, that have moved here that work remotely. So they were working in large cities and or on the east or west coasts, and they're wanting a different lifestyle, a lifestyle that Muncie does provide. It's a very cost-effective place to live. And we've got a good big park system. We have a major university. We have a great trail system. We've got a lot of the retail. We're not far from larger cities, but you don't have to live in those large cities all the time. And so most of the people from the coasts and from these large cities have found this to be a wonderful place. We all know Muncie's great. But they are discovering that. And so we had a few of them who attended the Make My Move with us this morning, so that was nice, and we're excited about that. We do have the new Gainbridge Field dedication. Will be coming up in a couple of weeks. The field was originally named Lafferty Field. It was in honor of Francis Lafferty. The field has been newly refurbished, and we used funds from the City of Muncie, but also from the Cal Ripken Foundation and Dan Torres, who's the CEO of Gainbridge, and a Ball State grad, and a Muncie Central person, and he actually played on that field, and from Ball State University. We combined all those funds to make this happen. Dan personally donated considerable funds to that project. And I just want to make it clear, before we moved this project forward back in 2021, we had communications with the family, told them about the potential, told them about the need for a name change, and they were 100% on board. So the family was aware and very supportive, and is supportive to this day. And because they're also aware that we made a commitment that Francis Lafferty would be memorialized at that stadium. We haven't shown that yet, and it's not up. We're waiting for that day, but we will get that put up, and they are very excited about it. and Mrs. and other family members. So but we're excited about that coming, and Cal Ripken Jr. will be here himself. A couple other things that are going on. There is a triathlon. The Muncie Sprint and Olympic Triathlon will be coming August 20th. This is just a 2 distance, so this is not an Ironman type distance. These are what they do in the Olympics, which amounts to a 6-mile run, a 24-mile bike, and a 1,750 meter swim. But that will be coming August 20th, so you'll see some traffic. We're not doing full road closures, but you'll see some extra traffic and people around running and riding bikes and so forth at Prairie Creek on August 20th, so be aware of that. We wanted to make sure aware that that was coming. And then this Saturday is the big Fire Up Downtown. So along with that, there's going to be some street closures. I'm going to hold this up, but I'll read this to you. But Walnut will be closed from Main Street all the way down to the roundabout. Main Street and Jackson, which is Indiana 32, those will always be open. They will just be, you will not be allowed to turn onto Walnut on that particular day. Adams Street will be closed from Mulberry to High Street. Charles Street will be closed from Mulberry to High Street, and Mulberry will be closed from the roundabout up to Charles. So just wanted you to be aware of some of those road closures. That event, and I have actually a big flyer, and you should have seen this. There's been a lot of advertising in the paper, online, a lot of communications gone out on this, but there's a lot of events, as you can see on here. Our restaurants are going to be represented, our arts community is going to be represented, a lot of music venues and music opportunities. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different music groups will be playing at one time or another at 3 different places. So the music will be going on at the Ivy Tech Plaza, which is the Fisher Building, at Cannon Commons, which is our public space in the downtown area, and then outside of Casa del Sol, they'll have the Freaky Tiki Friday. So they'll have 3 different locations with music. We're going to have ribs. There's going to be a rib eating contest between the police and the fire. There's going to be tethered balloon rides that'll start at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. This starts at 1 o'clock. So there are events all afternoon and into the evening. There'll be a hot rod cruise in, summer street markets. There'll be sometime around 7 o'clock, weather dependent. There will be a flyover, a hot air balloon flyover. There's going to be a Special Shapes glow, balloon glows that'll be going on, and then a fireworks finale. So a lot going on. Come down to downtown. Come down to Muncie. It'll be from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday, August 6th. And I believe that's it. So we hope you have a great rest of the week, and we will see you at Fire Up Downtown on Saturday.